All right, welcome to Moonshine and Music, Marissa Dooley. It's nice to have you on the show.
Thank you.
How are you today?
I'm doing well. It's good to be here.
Well, tell me all about where you grew up and stuff, and what got you into songwriting.
I originally actually grew up in New York. I spent my first 10 years in Greenpoint, which is a Polish part of Brooklyn, and then I spent about most of my all of my teenage years, basically 15 years total, on Long Island. And I grew up a pastor's kid, and so there was a lot of music that we did as church kids. And so eventually, when I was about 15 or 16, I started writing a little bit, and then I got to college. I went to Goshen College and started writing there, and we actually had something called the Goshen College Songwriters Collective. So we had a little kind of songwriter support group that would meet every Tuesday. So that was a lot of fun. And so that kind of community helped me to write a little more often.
Where's Goshen College?
It's in Elkhart County, up
in northern Indiana.
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, you mean Indiana or do you
Yeah.
mean New York?
Yeah. So it's up
Okay.
in Goshen, Indiana.
I see. So how old were you when you started playing an instrument?
I started playing guitar at around 12 or 13. Picked up mandolin probably about 5 or 6 years ago. And have been trying to master mandolin a little bit more, mostly on that rhythm. So I enjoy it.
What about the mandolin makes you feel like more in touch?
I think probably it's the small stature really helps. My hands are not so big, so
you like to play the little instrument?
Yeah, I like the little body.
Well, that makes sense.
And I kind of like the airy sound as well.
Yeah, I mean, it does. I mean, it's just an entirely different sound than a guitar, right?
It really is.
So when you started writing songs in the circle there, did you have like certain genres, topics? Like how did you where did you go with that when you first started?
We started usually with a writing prompt. We had something called word spits, where there would be some specific words that we would have a list or something, and somebody would throw out a word, and then you would free write incorporating that word. And sometimes somebody would make a song around that, or it was also a good place to workshop material if you were working on something. So.
Well, it sounds like it has a potential to go sideways as well, depending on what someone throws out there.
That's usually the most fun, though.
I mean, we used to do a thing called the 60-minute songwriting challenge on our podcast.
Nice.
And we would throw a bunch of prompts into a hat, and you had to draw one out and write a song with somebody that you'd never met.
Wow.
And then we shut down everything for the great pandemic, and we haven't resolved to come back to doing those again yet. But so the songwriting prompt thing is kind of fun. I think
Yeah.
I feel like you get something extra.
Absolutely.
Because if you got a good title, it feels like you can make a song out of it, right?
Right. So there's great potential there.
Right. So, what are you doing now with music? Are you playing a lot of places?
I'm more in the open mic scene. Every once in a while, I'll make it out, especially to the Irving Theater open mic. I really appreciate what Mark Proctor does with that, as well as every once in a while, I'll make it up to Castleton for the Books and Brews open mic. Patrick Z is a good friend of mine. He's actually someone who put me in touch with this space.
Yeah, he's a good friend of mine. I used to host this open stage there for 7 years up there. So
that's really great.
Yeah, it's we love Patrick around here. He helps out with the show sometimes.
Very nice.
Do you find that you're writing a new song and trying to bring it to that stage and see if people like it, or how do you feel about it, I guess?
Generally, they're very accepting stages. So sometimes I've even brought things that I am working on and have not necessarily completed, and there's still support around it. So just to have that supportive environment is very helpful.
Okay. Do you have any like ambition to make records or put out any songs?
I would like to do some recording at some point. It's a matter of right now I'm prioritizing looking for work, so.
Well, there is that.
There's that. Everybody's got to pay bills.
Yeah, if the music could pay the bills, then we'd all be rich, right? Well, do you have a song that you're gonna like that you feel is a focus song? Like, hey, this is the one that if I didn't have anything else, this would be the one that I want you to hear.
It would be Never Finished, which is, I usually introduce it as a song about works in progress, but it's really about asking yourself whether or not you're going to sabotage what you're working towards. Which, I mean, I guess they're interrelated.
Well, that's cool. Do you have any songs that you hate playing?
I don't necessarily play frequently enough to yet hate
anything yet.
So
you're like, I just play my songs, man, and I don't hate any of those.
They're my children. No.
Some people say that. I always just kind of like go, no, I have actual children.
No,
those songs are not.
No. But they're fun.
But yes, they are fun. All right, well, are you looking forward to playing out there?
I really am.
All right, well, I appreciate you being on the show. Marissa Dooley is going to be out there right now on Moonshine and Music.
Yay! Thank you.
Showed the world to a stranger. They said it looks different from the view I see when I am by myself. And that's when I knew it was for me as well. I took a photo of my life. Thought it would be dull and two-dimensional next to yours, but you said no. It's as vibrant as a summer's day. This is life. You and me, side by side, together we'll see. And we are blended when we're together, buried when we're apart. I'm tired of basing facts on feelings that were here before we started. You built a bridge across the sea, but then my neighbor burnt it down and said you're better, oh, believe me. And I said, neighbor, didn't you come the same way? Well, this is life. You and me, side by side, together we'll see. And we are blended when we're together, blurry when we're apart. I'm tired of basing facts on feelings that were here before we started. If it were true for my father, if it were true for my mother, if that really were the case, well, then I wouldn't have a brother or be here. I showed the world to a stranger. They said it looks different from the view I see when I am by myself. And that's when I knew it was for me as well. And this is a song I wrote once when I was coming back from a bank. It's called Gambling. Same old radio with the same old alarm. I know that it's routine, but does it help more than it harms? I feel I'm suffocating with each recycled breath, but I've never been one of those suckers who say they're bored to death. Let the chips fall where they may, 'cause I feel like gambling today. I feel like gambling today. Give my life a little sway. It's too structured anyway, and I feel like gambling today. I played it safe for so long that I've forgotten how to score. I don't know what I want, I just know that I want more than mediocrity and more than black and white. Give me black and red, I'm taking a risk tonight. Let the chips fall where they may, 'cause I feel like gambling today. I feel like gambling today. Give my life a little sway. It's too structured anyway, and I feel like gambling today. I can't see so far ahead, but I know that I won't get hit. I can't see so far ahead, but I know that I won't get hit. Let the chips fall where they may, 'cause I feel like gambling today. I feel like gambling today. Give my life a little sway. It's too structured anyway, and I feel like gambling today. Let the chips fall where they may, 'cause I feel like gambling today. I feel like gambling today. Give my life a little sway. It's too structured anyway, and I feel like gambling today. I feel like gambling today. And what would a singer-songwriter set be without a breakup song? So this song is called Falling Out. trust before I fell in love. Now I can't seem to get enough, and I'm following you down streets that have no name. Secret handshakes with passers-by makes me wonder how you live your life. Wake from lucid dreams where I'm thinking I could settle down with you. From now on, I'll look both ways before I cross my heart and give it away, 'cause I can't keep up with all this traffic falling out through your back door, falling out through your back door. I was starved for affection, romantic attention was something I'd never believed in, and I wanted so badly to be swept off my feet that when you pushed I fell willingly, and I don't know what I wanted, and I don't know if I could help it. These memories were bittersweet. Was it worth it in the end? From now on, I'll look both ways before I cross my heart and give it away, 'cause I can't keep up with all this traffic falling out through your back door, falling out through your back door. I stepped off of the curb and into your life. Will I find my way home, or get lost in the dark of your past, forever to roam? From now on, I look both ways before I cross my heart and give it away, 'cause I can't keep up with all this traffic falling out through your back door, falling out through your back door.
Moonshine and Music is a presentation of Notlehs Entertainment. It is a copyright 2026. Producer of the show is Joe Shelton. The cameraman, grip, and stunt double is Brent Lee Smith. Special thanks to Ray Hoskins, Patrick Zabriskie, and Tony Seiler and Heather Warnstaff and Bailey Shelton, all of who contributed to the show in various ways. We will see you next time on Moonshine and Music.